Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? God bless. Hey, everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? Coming live this evening to share some wonderful news and just some happenings and some things that's upcoming. Here I am, your girl. Your favorite health coach, your favorite wellness coach. Yeah, come on in here tonight. Amen. I'm gonna drop this live on y'all. It's 7 o'clock on this dreary weather-wise Saturday evening. And I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to come in. I decided to go on and stream this live from a couple of the platforms that I have, Facebook and also on YouTube on my Apostolically Speaking page. Been coming on lately. Some of you that follow me, you may follow me and follow the ministry that I have. And that's wonderful. That's great to all my Facebook friends and my followers on my Apostle Kelly Davis platform here on Facebook. But you guys know that I'm a minister of the gospel. I'm called to minister and pray and follow Jesus and teach people how to follow Jesus. I'm a teacher at heart. I love to show people things, to impart things, and to lead and to guide. I'm a health coach. Some of you knew that and know that over the last couple of years, something that I decided to delve into, I felt called into. So I wanted to get more into that, and I did. And I started my own group, my own company, a wellness and health company called Peniels Wellness Place Life Enhancement Centers. You guys are familiar with the word Peniel, the name. It's not a name that we use here regularly in America, but it is found in our Bible, our New Testament, our Old Testament rather. A Peniel means face of God. So I have been coming back on lately, just sharing. If you go back and follow me on and follow some of the videos and things that I've done on Instagram, I don't have as big as a following on Instagram. I'm going to build my Instagram up, but on my Instagram and on my Facebook, you'll see like a couple of years back, I was coming on regularly doing Wellness Wednesdays, talking to you guys about health and fitness and wellness. And even here recently, I've came on the last 2 weeks. So some of you go back, shout out, and look at some of my older videos in the last couple of weeks where I've been coming on and sharing about health and wellness. Why I told you that I was putting together some group classes coming up where we'll do some group class called 4 Pillars of Health and Wellness, 4 Pillars of True Health and Wellness. So that's what we're dealing with. And that is a topic that I love to talk about. That's a topic that's very near and that's very dear to my heart when we're talking about health. And the way I approach health and the way I like to approach health is from the idea of being well, okay? But not just being well, being whole. So being whole meaning being complete and being put together. So I'm going to go a little bit into that. And I'm going to share with you. I'm going to ask that I wait for a couple more people to come on. And those of you that are on, that you would share the video and that you would begin to even invite and tell people this exciting news we got coming up. We're going to have some live stream classes, but listen, live stream meaning that they won't just be open to the general public. So let me get that clear. You will have to register. You will have to sign up and be dedicated and committed. And we're going to do an 8-week overall true health and wellness course. And so we'll have 8 classes. We'll do them on Saturday mornings from 10 a.m. in the morning. We'll start, and at about an hour and a half, we're going to cover some things. So before I just jump into, take a few more minutes to go into what we'll be covering and talking about in these classes. It will be well worth your time for you to invest in yourself, for you to invest in your health, for you to invest in your future, for you to invest in your now, for you to invest in your body, and just your life. I've been saying this lately, and I've heard other people say it too, but I'm definitely taking it and I'm using it and I'm saying it because it is true. And I'm not just saying it just to say it. Your health is your wealth. And so sometimes we're not getting all that we want out of life, and we're not getting all that we desire, and we're not reaching peak levels. We're not, seeing the best that we can do. We're not getting the best results that we can get. And a lot of that has to do with our posture or our lack of understanding what wholeness really is. Because to me, you can't be healthy, truly healthy, without being whole. So again, as I've stated, and I teach this and I teach it, I mean, the Bible even supports, let me just say this, all of my teachings stem from the Bible. Now, I deal with spirituality because you cannot not deal with spirituality. And that's why I kind of part company with some health and wellness coaches training. And I do understand somebody might come to you just for this, or they may want to zero in on that, or they just may want to talk to you about this or that. But when you look at the big picture of who we are as human beings, we are spirit. We're spirit beings having an earthly experience. We're spirit beings in an earthly atmosphere and on earth having an earthly experience. So I can talk to you about body. I can talk to you about your money. I can talk to you about where you cook your food. I can talk to you size. I can talk to you about sleep. I can talk to you about your relationships. I can talk to you about your emotions, your soul, your dreams, all of these things. But I have to talk to you about your spirituality. So I am a preacher, but I won't preach to you. I want to teach you and help train you and bring you into a place of wholeness, because we're three-part being. You are a spirit, you are a soul and possess a soul, and then you live inside of a body to live that experience out here on earth. So in my where I am at as a wellness coach and as a health coach and as a fitness coach, I want you to be fit all the way around, whole, meaning together, being sound. One of the words in the Bible, and I've taught this too, and I've said this many, many times, where we see the word health in First John, he says, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health as thy soul prospereth. That word is hygieneo. It's where we get our English word hygiene from. So it deals with your overall. When you think about hygiene, you immediately think about cleanliness, don't you? But I'm going to go further than that. When you really study that word and break that word down, is really dealing with your doctrine, your belief system. It deals with literally, when you look at that word and you look it up, it means Christians that are free from corruption. So that's where it connects to cleanliness. You see that being free from corruption, or being whole, like nothing corrupt or defiled has came into your doctrine. So your doctrine is how you believe. You have a doctrine for everything. You have a doctrine for how you cook your food, how you clean, how you spend your money, how you live. You have a doctrine for over your relationship. Your doctrine is your belief system. It's what powers your life, because it's what you see and how you see people. Well, if that's not intact, and if you don't understand that, if that's not whole and strong, then you'll be led astray by any wind and doctrine. Other doctrines, okay? Doctrines that will take you down paths that is not healthy for you. So when we think about health, and when I teach on health, and even those that will be interested, I want you to understand something. I'm not going to approach it in the traditional, regular way, because I have studied it and I'm continuing to study, and I've committed myself to study it, and I believe it and I live it. And so when I think about health, and as I approach health, and as I train and teach it, it's going to be dealing with the total man. Somebody say total man, the total man. That's all of you. It's not about your what gender you are. It's not about what sex you are, rather. I know we get caught up on these things, the outward earth appearance. And even though we do have to take it into consideration, because even our biological structure, our anatomy, the way our creator built us, the man's brain and the woman's brain function differently. We have different hormones, different hormonal responses, all that. So we do take those things into consideration. But overall, you want to be healthy, you want to be whole, you want to be intact. So I'm excited, because this coming up October the 12th, that's Saturday, we'll do our first class. Again, it won't be open to general. So I'm not going to just be on Facebook or on social media just doing this class. You will have to register. You will have to sign up. You will have to pay a fee to get all the material, to be included on the Zoom links, to get the information, for me to sit down with you and to be a part of our group. We're going to build a community. Now, this class, there will be a fee. I do things all the time for free, but this class will not be for free. There's will be 8 weeks of me covering these things with you. And I don't think it's too much, and it's very necessary when you're talking about making a commitment. I know, soon it'll be the New Year's and people are going to be saying, oh, I'm going to lose this amount of weight. I'm going to make my New Year's resolution. I'm going to eat right. People, stop eating this. Then they go back to that. They put this out of their diet. They put this out of their mind. They go on these fasts and all that. And I'm not knocking that because I do it. I fast throughout the year, but I also fast at certain times. But if there's no inner work done in the infrastructure of your being, that's why those things just fizzle out. And I believe also that's also why we have these different diets, these trending things and these trending diets, and people do this and they say, I'm going to start on that, and they never get through. Well, what my goal is to do is to talk to you. There are 4 pillars that in this teaching that I have created, okay, that I have studied and created, and I add to it over time. We're going to cover these 4 aspects. I jotted some things down here that just to give you an idea, to whet your palate and let you know. And I want you to get serious. I want you to think about this and commit yourself to say, hey, you know what? I'm getting ready to get healthy. I'm getting ready to get whole. I'm in any parts of me that's all over the place, that's weakened and I don't know, I don't understand. I'm going to make a commitment. I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to invest in my life. I'm going to invest in my future. And the 4 areas that we're going to address and tackle, and the 4 pillars, I call them, would be your body. So that's the 1 pillar. Then we're going to deal with your mind and your soul. We put those together. We teach those together. We address those together. There's some very topical, top level things, but there's some deeper things. There's some mid-level and deeper things that we need to talk about to help bring order and structure and balance to you, and even healing, to facilitate healing in those areas. Then we're going to deal with relationships. And I could have lumped that in with soul, but because we're going to do 8 weeks, so we'll spend 2 weeks on each component and on each pillar, that's going to total 8. I wanted to do a whole separate, because when I teach it and when I go after it and teach on it and break it down, relationships need a category all to itself, because it's how we live out our lives and our expression here on earth. Even our relationship with God, our relationship with our spouses, our relationship with our bosses, our business partners, our children, our relationship with our grandchildren, our family, our next door neighbors, our relationship with the business structures in the societies that we live in. So everything has a relationship. It's a currency here in the earth where we live out our purpose. So relationships is very important. So relationship has its own pillar. And then we talk about spirituality. So those are the 4 pillars that we will deal with, that I will be teaching you starting this upcoming. So we'll have 4 pillars, but it will take 2 weeks for each, with totals 8 week. It's going to be an 8-week course on Saturday mornings. We'll do it on Zoom. Again, you will have to register. You will have to let me know that you're interested. Send me an inbox. I also have Peniels Wellness Place Life Enhancement Center is the name of my company, my business, the health and wellness business that I have. And I have done group sessions, and I've done individual, and even to where you may say, well, okay, group is good, but I want individual, or I want to have an individual, and I do that too. So I do that, and I have done it with some amazing results. I'm going to actually update my web page to include those testimonies of people who have came through the courses that I've had and have seen some amazing results, and have seen tremendous change and transformation, turnaround and breakthrough. And even some things that we specifically targeted, but some things we didn't even target, but because we went in and we began to, because everything is interconnected. And when we addressed this came, and then that came, then we saw this, then this unraveled, and then that unraveled, and then they got total restoration and healing in that area, because that's how it works. And that's how we are. So we have those 4 pillars that we'll be dealing with. And then also, so that you can understand what health is, so that you can understand what wholeness is. So some of the things we'll touch when we talk about body. So we'll talk about food, we'll talk about nutrition, we'll learn about and talk about various supplements and vitamins that's important for you to because you could be deficient in other areas. You could be on top of it here, but you're deficient in this area, you're depleted. So you may even need to, if you haven't had blood work done in years and years and years, you may want to know, check your cholesterol levels, check your levels, your blood levels, definitely your glucose sugar levels. You want to check iron levels. You want to check different levels in your body. Some of us, men and women, we have different types of hormones. Sometimes when your hormones are imbalanced, then you see different things happening. I did an assessment on an individual, and it was very well known and very obvious that there was some thyroid things going on there, and that there were some imbalances in that area. But you probably didn't know that there are certain things that you can do to balance that out. Everything goes back to what you consume. And, that means dieting, but that's just not meaning food diet. That just means your intake, your regimen, how you eat, what you consume. But your consumption deals with more than just your food. What do you consume on social media or in your recreational time? What do you consume when you read? Everything that you take in is part of your consumption. So we'll talk about nutrition. We also talk about your sleep health, because sleep has a whole category within itself, but you got to get your proper amount of that. We'll talk about exercise and strategic movements. I like to call strategic movements because a lot of times there's different movements that you can do on a consistent basis to tone, to lose, to sharpen, to define, to keep the blood flowing. There's certain moves that you can do when you're trying to tighten this area up, or loose this, or different things like that, even to just be healthy and fit. Now, if you're not exercising at all, then you definitely should have, most people at a certain age of life are doing something, even if they're just walking, even if you don't have a gym membership, there's different things you can do at home. I have advised people and gave people plans and regimens of different things they can do at home to enhance that. And you would be surprised on just a few little items that you need to get that going. So we will cover that. We will talk about how your food affects you, your mental state, because that does go into that sometimes. And even you got your midlife areas, you got our women, we go in this coming a certain time of life, certain issues that we deal with our womanhood, that affects how we eat, that affects our sex life, that affects our sex appetite, that affects our desire, our closeness to people, our irritability, our mood swings, all kind of things. The way you eat can contribute to that, but it also contributes to your mental health overall. So we will talk about that, and we will also talk about the meaningfulness of relationships. Again, relationships are very important. It's what comes in, it's what goes out. It is how you transact in the world. It is how you live out and express who you are, your purpose, your identity, even what you are born to do, called to do, love to do, dream to do, wish to do. Everything will be expressed because you will have relations with people. And a lot of people have a bunch of broken relationships. A lot of people have failed relationships. A lot of people have toxic relationships. Sometimes we have great relationships. We have endearing relationships. We have relationships that we are too hooked into, or that we are connected to in a very unhealthy and unbalanced way, to where we have people and places in our lives that we shouldn't have them, and that we don't have people that we should have. So it's like, we look at things the wrong way. You have somebody that might have more of a critical or an objective voice in your life, but you look at them as somebody that hates you. In today's American society, we like to call them haters, and you say, oh, they hate me, I got haters. And I mean, really, you think that's just catchy or trendy, because sometimes you're not even really doing anything at the level to acquire that type of attention for you to say you got haters. So you really need to look in and say, are these really haters, or are these critical voices in my life? So then we banish and we mess up certain relationships because of our own inner view of ourselves, or our off view of how we think about people. So relationships are very, very important. I gave relationships their own pillar. Relationships have their own category. And then we'll talk spirituality. There's no way we could talk about wholeness, and there's no way we could talk about total health and wealth and go into that wealthy place. Because, beloveds, remember, wealth is not just money and material goods. Matter of fact, it's not. That's not what it is, because it's some people that have a lot of material goods and have a lot of money and a lot of what we currency and what we would say is riches and goods, but they don't have any peace. They don't have any joy. They don't have any, a person or people in their value in their relationships in the earth. They're not satisfied. They're not content. They're not living in their dream. They're not able to be themselves. They don't know their identity They're walking in fear all the time. So are you really rich and are you really wealthy? If you don't know yourself and you haven't figured out or started at least pointing in the direction for your purpose in life, beloved, you need to take this course. You need to take this. I'm gonna say that some of you might have a health coach already, or wellness coach already, or somebody that mentors you, a leader in your life that deals with this. Some of you have them that deal with this, but you say, hey, they never talk about that, or they don't go there. I'm the girl. I'm going to go there with you. I am that person because I understand, and I'm growing and learning still more and more that, listen, to be total healthy, to be totally put together and whole, we have to talk about all of these areas. So I am excited about this course. Is going to be, again, 8 weeks coming up starting October the 12th. We'll start these and we'll do these on Saturday mornings at we'll start at 10 a.m. and we'll go for an hour and a half, so till about 11:30 we'll go. If we go over a little bit, especially the beginning, the first one, we may, doing introductions and whatnot. I want to build a community. I want to build a group, a safe place that we can come and we can talk and we can share. And of course, these things will be confidential, but you will have to register. You can also go on my Peniels Wellness Place Life Enhancement Center. There's an email place there that you can reach out to me on there, or you can reach out to me on any of my social media platforms. On Facebook, I'm Apostle Kelly Davis. I also have a women's ministry page on there called Apostolic and Prophetic Wombs. I don't have that up, but you can always reach out to me there. I'm also on Instagram, Kelly Davis. And then you can reach out, you can email me. I think I put my email in let me see, did I put my email in there? I'm not sure. You know what? I don't think I did. So, hey, Cassandra, how are you? Good to see you. All right, let me put my email in here. You can also email me also with any questions or to even register there. I'm going to share a link here. And you can, I am better now. Good. Yeah, we had a women's event what was it, last Saturday? I think I was hoping to see you there, but we got more of those coming up really soon. We had an amazing time. A lot of the ladies are asking now already when are we going to do the next one. So yeah, I'll let you know about that. I'm going to put, so as we share here, Peniels Wellness Place Life Enhancement Center, you will be able to go on and join us. But I want you to think about this and make a commitment, because I don't want you to say, hey, oh, this is just some quick little thing. If you've been thinking about getting whole, getting well, paying more attention to you and getting on the right track and finding direction for your life. And if you are really wanting more information about natural health and how some things that you can do to facilitate more health in your body, to learn about eating better, to learn about different nutritional facts and understandings and how it relates to the reactions in your body, to understand about your overall emotional, psychological, soul, spirit, and even, like I said, health, body, nutrition, then you may want to consider joining us in this group session. We'll do it virtually on Zoom. So I will be sending out the Zoom link once you register. And I broke this down for over 8 weeks. The cost is like a little over $15 per class. So it totals to $125 for 8 weeks, $125 for an 8-week course. If you break that down, it's like a little over $15 per course or per session. But I want everybody to do it all at once, preferably, because when you get the breaking down and saying, oh, I paid for this week, didn't pay for that week, $125 is not a lot of money when it comes to getting this type of time, special, unique attention, poured out information for you, coaching you, training you in a particular area, guiding you. And I also will say this, I've paid that and more for other courses and things that are very important to me. And I don't know outside of your relationship with Jesus Christ, but which your spirituality is connected to that, which I'm very in tune with and care about, because I understand for you to see the whole big picture, just to be better. I can't give you everything in 8 weeks, and that's not what I'm trying to do. But that's why it's a 8-week course that we touch, but we do go deep. But it's 2 weeks that we'll spend on each pillar. Okay, it's 4 pillars, so we'll spend 2 weeks. But then I guarantee you won't be the same, and I guarantee you will get breakthrough, you will get enlightenment, you will get strength, and you will get information, and you will get direction, and you will get inspiration and motivation. I guarantee you will not leave the course the way that you came. I guarantee that you will be enlightened, and transformation will take place in your life and will set you on a better trajectory and another trajectory. And some of you may say, oh, wow, that just did everything for me. Okay. So I think it's very powerful. I know the importance of health and wellness, and I wouldn't dare begin to say something like this if I didn't think that it could change your life or help you to live a better and more improved life. So with that being said, I also wanted to make sure that I put in here, if you pray about it or think about it or take a couple days or a day or two, you say, hey, let me think about this. Is this something I'm interested in? Those of you that are watching too, if you could share the video on your social media sites, because I want to get as many, I would love to get at least 12 people for this first class, at least 12 people to start this first class, build that community and that camaraderie, that accountability. And sometimes you're breaking through in certain areas, you're meeting people, and just hearing that other people are dealing with certain things, and you sharing and connecting and bonding with other people and meeting other people, that's therapeutic in and of itself. And so I want you to think about it. I want you to be serious about it. But listen, we'll be starting this in a couple weeks out, October the 12th on a Saturday, 10 a.m. We'll be starting this course. So I'm going to put, you can, the Cash App, my Cash App is Cash App symbol Kill. Let's see. Myvis1. You can also do Zelle, and put the Zelle phone number there. And so, yes, we doing just put a little information in here for those that are 25. For the total course will be 125. And that breaks down to, like I said, nothing really. So those of you that drink, I do Big B or Starbucks or anything like that, you pay anywhere between $6 and $8 for a cup of regular coffee. You do that twice, and you pay for $15. So you break down, each session is like a little over $15. Breaks down to about, like I said, $15, a little over $15 a session, which really isn't anything. And you pay for where you want to go, and you sow into where you want to go. And if you're looking for better health, if you're struggling in any of these areas, I guarantee you the information that we share, the approach that I have, and the insight that the Lord has given me, and the study and have given me, and the information I have, even the revelation, some of things that I have in my course was revelatory. Yes, and I've studied books, and I got data and data and statistics and all that, and I do use some of that information, of course, but some of these things, as I've learned this, and I learned this, and it's like, oh, put these together. This is why this happened. This is how. And then I'm the motivation and the inspiration that comes behind it. So I just think this is an amazing course and class. And so those of you that are interested in getting out on the right foot, why wait till January the 1st? Why wait till this is the last quarter, October, November, December, the last quarter before January get here? We're going to go ahead and knock it on out the park. Amen. Those of you that are very, very serious, we're going into a new year. You want to get a head start. You want to take this course, 4 pillars of true health and wellness. Going to deal with the total man, your wholeness, your wellness, how you are to show up in the earth and show up in life and show up in your purpose. You're going to be healthy in body. You're going to be healthy in mind and soul, and you're going to be healthy in your relationships, and you're going to be healthy in your spirit. 8-week course. You can't ask for more. I guarantee you, by the time you're done, you will be a renewed person, and you'll be ready to show up and go forth in life. People are going to say, wow, she's different. You're different. And more than people, you are going to feel better about yourself. You're going to be strengthened. You're going to be more sound in belief. You're going to understand. Some things will be tore away for you to understand, yourself better, which is important, because some of the time, some things are in our way and we need to understand ourselves better. So I'm going to go ahead and close with that. Listen, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you could go ahead and you would go ahead and share the video. We want to get at least 12 people signed up by October the 12th. We want to get this going. We want to share. We want to become healthy and better people, just overall, so that we can carry out. And even those of you that are in ministry, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we say, oh, what does this got to do? And we can just not take care of ourselves and not take care of our bodies and not do these things. And it's like, but we want God to, Holy Ghost to move through us, and so that we can travel and do ministry. But you're unhealthy. You're broken on the inside. You're unforgiving. You're bitter. You're angry. You're resentful. You are fearful. You're confused. All of these things show up in your soul realm, and you can't produce at this level. You can't produce at this level. You can't walk in excellence if you got all that going on. So I'm here to help you through that. I am a certified wellness coach, and I am appointed and anointed to do this journey with you. All right. I am Kelly Davis. I'm going to sign off. I thank you so much. I have left my information here on the side, and I'll continue to do these videos. But listen, we will be showing up in a better way, in a stronger way in the world here on out, as we understand that our optimal health awaits us, and it is time to get healthy and to go forth in our purpose in the earth. All right. I love you. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. I pray that you enjoy the rest of your evening. Inbox me. Come over to my page. Follow me on there, Apostle Kelly Davis on Facebook. Go over on Instagram. I'm Kelly Davis on there. You can also go over to my Peniels Wellness Place Life Enhancement Center. I started that webpage a couple of years ago just to tell you, you'll see some group package ratings on there that I have honored. But I can customize anything for you, because I do group talks. I do leadership classes. I'm a mentor. I mentor people. If you're looking for someone to help you in that area, I do that as well. So it's a lot of different things that I offer in terms of group speaking, in terms of individual speaking. I can come and speak to a group of people, a group of adults, women, men, your church, business, these things, because it's time to get healthy, guys. It's time to put sickness, disease, and just low level living behind us. And it's time to excel and to soar and to go to the higher heights and live out our full kingdom purpose. So God bless you. If you could share this video, I would so appreciate it. Look forward to working with you. Have a beautiful, wonderful evening. God bless. Bye-bye.